Stop me if this sounds familiar. You start decluttering, you pick up an item, and then you stand there for 5 minutes wondering what to do with it. Should you keep it, maybe sell it, or just throw it away? And by the time you've made one decision, you're mentally exhausted. I used to spend entire afternoons decluttering and have almost nothing to show for it because I was making every decision from scratch over and over again. Then I discovered the 4-box method, and everything changed. This system makes decisions faster, easier, and less overwhelming, especially for those of us over 60 dealing with decades of stuff. Today, I'm walking you through exactly how I use this method, the modifications I made for seniors, and the mistakes to avoid. Before we start, I appreciate if you comment down below and subscribe to Senior Decluttering Diaries. It helps us bring what you want to see as an audience. Let's get into it. What is the 4-box method? The basic concept. The 4-box method is brilliantly simple. Instead of agonizing over every item, you only ask yourself one question. Which box does this go in? Box 1, keep. Items you use, love, or genuinely need. Box 2, donate. Items in good condition that someone else can use. Box 3, sell. Items with value that are worth the effort to sell. Box 4, trash. Items that are broken, expired, or beyond use. That's it. 4 choices, not 50 different possibilities swirling around in your head. Here's why this works for us. It reduces decision fatigue. At our age, we have decades of stuff and limited energy. Having only 4 clear options makes each choice faster and less draining. Plus, it's visual. We can see our progress as the boxes fill up. Setting up your system. Getting your boxes ready. Let me show you exactly how I set this up. You don't need anything fancy, just medium-sized cardboard boxes from the grocery store. Why medium? Because large boxes get too heavy when full, and small boxes fill up too fast. I use big, bold markers and write the label on all 4 sides of each box. Why? So when boxes get turned around, I don't waste energy hunting for the right one. My color coding trick. I also use colored duct tape. Green for keep, blue for donate, yellow for sell, red for trash. On tired days, that color helps me make faster decisions. The 5th box secret. Here's something most people don't tell you. I actually use a 5th box labeled Decide Later. Before you worry this defeats the purpose, hear me out. This box is for when you're emotionally stuck on an item, but the rest of your sorting is going well. Instead of stopping your entire session, you put it in Decide Later and keep moving. The rules are strict. Maximum 10 items per sorting session, and you revisit this box in exactly 1 month. If you haven't thought about the item in that month, it's easier to let go. This box is a pressure release valve. Use it wisely, but don't abuse it. And I want to know, have you ever tried the 4-box method before, or is this your first time hearing about it? Drop a comment below and let me know. And if you're finding this helpful, make sure you subscribe to Senior Decluttering Diaries. We share real, practical decluttering methods every week. How to decide what goes where. Quick decision framework. When I pick up an item, I ask these questions in order. Is it trash, broken, expired, hazardous? Trash box. Is it valuable and worth selling? My rule is minimum $20. Sell box. Is it in good condition for someone else? Donate box. Do I use it, need it, or truly love it? Keep box. Am I genuinely stuck on this decision? Decide Later box, max 10. This process takes about 5 to 10 seconds per item once you get the hang of it. That's the magic. You're not overthinking anymore. Box by box guidance. Keep box. Have I used this in the past year? Does it serve my life now? Would I buy this again today if I didn't own it? That last question is powerful. That bread maker I used once in 2010, I wouldn't buy it today. Out it goes. Donate box. Must be clean, functional, and something I'd be happy to receive myself. I donate to my local senior center thrift shop, church, and women's shelter. Knowing where items are going helps me feel good about releasing them. Sell box. Only items worth at least $20, easy to ship or transport, and in excellent condition. I use Facebook Marketplace for furniture and eBay for collectibles. Reality check, most of our stuff isn't worth as much as we think. If something doesn't sell within a month, it goes to donate. Trash box. Expired medicines and cosmetics, broken items that you're actually not going to fix, stained linens beyond repair, dried up pens.
If it's broken or damaged, please don't donate it. It's okay to trash what's actually trash. Watch how fast this goes. Garlic press I never use, donate. Broken measuring cup, trash. Grandmother's mixing bowl I use weekly, keep. Fancy serving platter worth $40, unused for 5 years, sell. Old cookbook with water damage, trash. See? About 5 seconds per item. That's the power of having a clear system. And I want to know, which box do you think will be hardest for you? The trash box because of guilt? The keep box because you want to keep everything? Tell me in the comments below. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Senior Decluttering Diaries. We share real, practical decluttering methods every week.
Common mistakes to avoid. Mistake number 1, making the keep box too easy. If your keep box is overflowing and the others are empty, you're not decluttering, you're reorganizing clutter. Before starting, decide on a reasonable limit. If I'm sorting a closet, I allow 2 keep boxes maximum. This forces real decisions. Mistake number 2, not dealing with boxes immediately. This is huge. I used to fill my boxes and leave them sitting for weeks. Then I'd start pulling things back out. Now, trash goes to the curb that day. Donate goes in the car that day to donation center within 48 hours. Sell items get photographed and listed within 1 week or go to donate. Keep items get put away properly, not just moved to another room. Mistake number 3, starting with the hardest stuff. Don't start with your deceased mother's jewelry. Start with expired coupons, old magazines, or kitchen gadgets you never use. Build your decision-making muscles on easy stuff first. You'll gain confidence before tackling emotional items. Mistake number 4, going too long. Set a timer for 45 to 60 minutes max. When it goes off, stop. Deal with your boxes and be done. You'll be much more likely to do it again tomorrow instead of practical tips and action steps. My top tips for success. Here's how to make this work. 1. Start small, 1 drawer, not your entire basement. Get comfortable with the system first. 2. Keep boxes in the same order every time. Your body learns the pattern. After a few sessions, your hands know where to reach. 3. Have someone remove boxes immediately. I ask my daughter to take my donate box when she visits. Once it's in her car, I can't second guess. 4. Set a 10-item limit on decide later. When you hit 10, you have to make actual decisions on everything else. 5. Celebrate progress. Take before and after photos. When you feel stuck, those photos show the truth. Friends, the 4-box method isn't magic, but it's close. It takes the mental overwhelm out of decluttering and replaces it with a simple, repeatable system. You don't need to be perfect at this. You don't need to sort through your entire house this weekend. You just need these 4 boxes and a willingness to start. Tomorrow morning, grab 4 boxes. Label them keep, donate, sell, and trash. Maybe add that 5th decide later box with your strict 10-item rule. Pick one small area, a drawer, a shelf, a corner of the closet. Set your timer for 45 minutes and just start sorting. The hardest part is starting. Once you're in the rhythm, once you see those boxes filling up, once you experience the lightness of actually removing things from your home, it gets easier. I promise. All right, here's your homework. Tell me in the comments, what's the first area you're going to tackle with the 4-box method? Be specific. The junk drawer in my kitchen, or the hall closet, or my nightstand. Write it down, commit to it, and let's do this together. I'll be reading every comment and cheering you on. And if this video gave you a clear action plan, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Senior Decluttering Diaries. We're building a community of real people doing real decluttering at a sustainable pace, and I'd love to have you with us. New videos every Monday and Thursday with honest, practical systems that actually work. Remember, 4 boxes, clear decisions, actual progress. You've got this, my friend. I'll see you in the next video.